Hi everybody, Jon here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and I've got Jake in the studio today, and we're going to be playing 1,500 points of Warhammer 40k. It's going to be Primaris Ultramarines versus
the amazing Tau.
The Tau. So this is a continuation of our slow grow campaign. We've over the holidays we did have a couple of extra games in, but we're back into our slow grow campaign, and this is our 1,500 point battle. Now on the channel, my Marines have yet to beat you.
Yes, that is true.
I think you might be undefeated. No.
Nope.
Jake's turn.
Jake, yeah.
Using a tactic that's no longer legal.
That is true, yeah. He re-rolled the last turn, and then that's what screwed me.
Right. So, yeah. So you have a pretty good track record. Going into this battle, you have a lot of firepower at 1,500. What do you think's going to happen?
I don't know. My Yavara, typically in every practice game I've ever played, always gets gunned down before he gets to do anything cool. So hopefully we can get him
Note to self, gun down Yavara before it does anything cool.
So maybe we'll just follow all the drones behind him and try to soak up everything.
So now, for those watching in the future, we're playing without the Tau Codex. The Tau Codex was just announced for, I think, a mid-March release. It is still February when we're filming this. So you're still using your index.
Yep. Yeah. So you might see it for the last game, maybe, but
yeah. So
maybe.
No comments in the comments down below that he's not using stratagems that don't exist yet as of the time we're filming this.
Yeah, and I am using the Warlord Shaped from the chapter approved book for my unit.
And then I'm mixing it up a little bit. I'm not taking Hellblasters.
How exciting!
I'm not taking Hellblasters or my banner guy, the Ancient.
Okay.
Instead, I'm taking the Plasma Executioners.
A Dreadnought.
No, the Inceptors that drop down with the plasma
yeah.
pistols to see if those guys... I still think they're overcosted for what they do, but we'll see what happens. So I'm shaking up my list a little bit. Hopefully you guys will enjoy that. Hopefully it'll perform better than it has, but we'll see. All right, we're going to go ahead and show off the armies, then deploy. We're going to play a mission out of the 2017 chapter approved, and then come back with deployment.
Okay, everyone, so this is my 1,500 points of Tau. We have two detachments. We have an Outrider and a Vanguard detachment. In the Outrider, is my fast attack slots are the Yavara and all of the drone units. We have 3 units of 4 drones. 3 of them are gun drones, and then the one is a marker light drone. All of those are exactly the same. And then in the Vanguard detachment, we have the Ghost Keels, the Stealth Suits, and then we just threw in one of the detachments, a pair of Devilfish, pretty much to just soak up wounds for the commanders, honestly. And that is about it. On the weapons, on the Ghost Keel, we have all fusions. On my commander, my fusion commander, we have 4 fusion guns on him. No shield this time. I keep going back and forth on it, but we're going back to no shield. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey everybody, here is my 1,500 points of Primaris Ultramarines. I'm an all Primaris force today. Leading my force, I've got a captain, Primaris captain, and he's going to be using the upgrade card. We'll roll for it later to change him to a chapter master. We have a Primaris librarian and a Primaris lieutenant. We have 3 squads of intercessors. One of them has the Stalker long-range bolt rifle, and the others have the standard bolt rifles. We also have a repulsor, and over there in the far right we have 3 inceptors. Those guys are going to be rocking the plasma executioner pistols for this battle. I have a battalion in the Vanguard, is actually being led by my lieutenant, has a unit of Reavers with the grav chute insertion, and 2 dreadnoughts, one of them with onslaught Gatling cannon, and everyone's favorite hot diggity dog with the plasma cannon. I want to give that a try. So I'm shaking up my list a little bit from what you guys are used to. But there you go, that's 1,500 points of Ultramarines. Alright, so we are deployed for the mission. We are playing Frontline Warfare. The way that this mission works is there are 4 objectives on the board. There is 1 in my deployment zone. There's 1 in Jake's deployment zone under that bridge. There are 2 other ones kind of here in no man's land and over here. At the end of the game, if you have your opponent's objective, it's worth 4 points. If you have your own objective, the one that starts in your deployment zone is worth 1 point. And the 2 objectives in no man's land are worth 2 points each. And then we also have Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, and First Blood in play as well. So we're going to go ahead and roll off for turn 1. I deployed first. So I get a +1. Jake, are you ready for this? So I got a 6.
You win. I got a 5.
Okay. So it's going to be turn 1 for the Ultramarines. Oh, and before I do anything else, I'm going to use the stratagem to upgrade my Primaris Captain to a Chapter Master. So I'm going to use my Ultramarine trait to get my command points back on a 5+. The costs 3 command points for that stratagem. So we spend all 3. So I'm down to 4 command points. But he is a Chapter Master. Okay, so movement is complete for the Ultramarines. Those guys advanced. That Dreadnought came out to take a shot at the guy that's the Ghost Keel that's cowering there. These guys came around. My characters got out. And now we're going to go straight into the Psychic phase. Out of range for Smite, but I'm going to cast Might of Heroes onto Hot Diggity Dog. I need a 6. And I get it with a 10. So Jake has no way to deny, so Hot Diggity Dog is now a mighty hero. On to the Ultramarine shooting phase. First up, these intercessors are going to be firing into that squad of drones. Only 3 of my intercessors can see. There's no stealth or anything on these drones by themselves, right?
Nope.
So hitting them on 3s. That's 3 hits. Toughness.
4.
Wounding them on 4s. And I get 2 wounds at -1.
5 up. 1 saved, 1 died.
Okay. Next up, the Repulsor is going to fire. The only thing it's got in range is las cannons into that, what is that?
Devilfish.
Devilfish. And it's not carrying anything, correct?
Nope.
Alright, so we need to hit on 3s. And my Chapter Master is within 6 for that reroll. And then we wound you on 3s. And we get 2 2s. So that's it for the Repulsor. Next up, the Dreadnought Hot Diggity Dog is going to fire its Plasma Cannon at the Devilfish. So it gets D6 shots. So it's going to get 5 shots, which is nice. And then we are looking for 4s to hit, but the Chapter Master is going to give us rerolls. So I can't reroll 3s, but I didn't reroll any 3s. So we got 5 hits, and then it's going to be Strength 8. I did not overcharge. So wounding on 3s, rerolling 1s. So that is 4 wounds at, I forget if it's -3 or -4. Why don't you make 4 saves? Alright, so it is -4 to the armor, so that's 4 damage off the Devilfish, and bringing him down to 8. Alright, next up, this Dreadnought's going to be firing at the Ghost Keel. Because he is within 24, but outside of 12, he is -2 to hit. So I did move. I am a heavy, so my Onslaught and Heavy Onslaught are going to need 6s to hit you. Are you ready for this, Jake?
Yep.
It's a whole bunch of 6s. How about 3 6s? And then Strength 5, what is the toughness on?
6.
So wounding on 5s. 1 wound at -1.
So 4 up save. Good.
You're marked for undeath. And then we have, next up, he's got 4 Stormbolter shots, hitting on 5s because they're not heavy. We got 2 hits, wounding on 5s. Nope. And then we have the Icarus Rocket Pod D3. So it's going to be 2 shots. Normally hitting on 6s, but you fly, correct?
Yeah.
Alright, so we need 5s. I got 1 hit there. and then we wound on a 5 as well. Nope. So that is Dreadnought number 2. Okay, recapping the Ultramarine turn, not much. I managed to kill 1 drone, put 4 wounds on the Devilfish over there, and that's it. So on to Tau turn 1. The score is 0-all.
Alright, so the Yavara is going to use his Nova Reactor and fly up into the sky, so he is going to just goes automatically, but I take a mortal wound, and he has stimulant injectors on, so if I ever get a 6, I don't take it. No, so he takes it.
So what is he down to?
13 wounds.
Ah. Thank you for helping me.
Anytime. Okay, so the Ghost Keel is going to shoot into this big guy. We're shooting all of our fusions, so this is for the Heavy Fusion Collider. It gets D3 shots, so it's going to get 2 shots, and I'm just going to mix them in with the other 2 because they're an identical weapon. Hitting you on 4s. 3 hits.
Nice.
And those are Strength 8.
So 3s to wound.
3 wounds.
Minus
4.
minus 4.
It's like a melt-a-gun, yeah.
Alright, so then I can't stop that.
Okay, so 3d6. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ooh, okay, 7 damage.
I think I'm going to... How many wounds does he have total?
13.
I'm going to command point this one.
Okay, let's see a 1.
5.
Okay, so you do 10 damage. Ouch.
Alright, so this Devilfish, his drone's detached and went back over to HQ. So he's just shooting his burst cannon at these guys. So 4 shots, 1 hit, wounding you on a 4, 1 wound.
Minus
Nothing.
3 up. Ooh, 1 guy takes a wound. This guy.
Okay, and that is the whole turn. Everything else is out of range. The Yavara's in the sky. My other commanders are in the sky as well.
Alright, recapping Ultramarine movement. Those guys moved out a little bit further. He's staying put so he can shoot now that he's pretty much a wreck of a dreadnought. These guys all moved around. The lieutenant and captain are in the middle to give people rerolls if they can reach. My librarian moved up so he could smite the Ghost Keel. And Hot Diggity Dog is going to get a shot at the Ghost Keel as well. So we'll see if we can put some wounds on him. On to Psychic. We'll just go straight to there. We're going to cast Might of Heroes on the Hot Diggity Dog again, which is going to be Warp Charge 6. And we get it with a 9. And then for his second trick, he's going to cast Smite on the Ghost Keel. Let's see that 11. No, we got a 6. So that's a D3 mortal wounds. We'll go with 1 mortal wound.
Stimulant injector.
Looking for that 6. No.
So close.
So hey, we got 1 wound off the Ghost Keel. Alright, next up, this squad of intercessors are going to be firing at the stealth drones, protecting that stupid Ghost Keel. I got 1 guy within rapid fire range, so we get 6 shots total here, hitting on 4s because of their stealth. Oh, look at that stealth, saved you 2 hits.
That's still enough to kill them.
Alright, we got 3 hits, we're looking for 3 wounds. We got 2 wounds at -1.
You can do it, guys. Yeah, they both made it.
Well, the 4-up save saves them. Alright, next up, not Hot Diggity Dog. This guy's name is Buster. Oh yeah, that's right, Buster. Buster is going to be firing, but his ballistic skill is now a 5+. He's going to fire at those drones to try to kill the drones. So, the shield drone, so he's going to need a 6.
You mean stealth drones?
Stealth drones. So, let's see some 6s here. And we got 2.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah, we said that last time. Then we've got...
What's the strength?
They are strength. They're rolling to 3s. 2 wounds at -1. They're strength 5.
And they're dead.
Woo! Alright, so Buster, you did something. Okay, we're going to play Scions of Gilliman onto these guys. That lets them basically reroll ones, and it's 1 command point. On a 5+, I get my command point back, and I don't. So I am down to 3 command points. All right, next up, I'm going to fire with these Inceptors using their plasma pistols. It is D3 shots for each plasma pistol. They each are rocking 2 plasma pistols. So I'm going to do these one at a time because I am going to overcharge. Even though I'm rolling ones, that I could still kill myself. So the first guy will just go my left to right, is going to get 3 shots. The next guy is going to get 4 shots. And the next guy is going to get 4 shots. So 4 shots, 4 shots, and 3 shots. So we are hitting on 3s, wounding, re-rolling 1s.
You gotta do these separately.
Oh, I still have to do this separately. So right, it's 3, 4, and 4. Alright, so the first guy. Hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. So we'll just go with 3 hits. Next guy. 2 misses, which I cannot re-roll, and that 1 is a miss.
Oh, so close.
And then the last guy, we'll go with just 4 hits. Alright, so that's 8 hits with the plasma. Now we wound, it's strength 8 when it's overcharged, so we're wounding on 3s. So we got, what is that? We got 6 wounds. What's your
2 damage each, right?
2 damage each? What's
Minus
your
what?
-3? What's your armor?
So 6 up save.
You got a 6 up save. Yeah, I'm not going to re-roll any of those failed things. So that is 6 up saves. Each one is 2 damage you're stopping.
None of them.
And then
I
you
have
get 6 for...
stimulant injectors, so
12.
stimulant injectors.
So you need at least 4 of them to survive.
Nothing. Still no 6s. So
Does
he's
he
dead.
explode? No, he's a
No.
battle suit. Yeah. So these guys, okay, I think I'll keep them. Next up, we got Hot Diggity Dog firing at the Devilfish. So he's got his plasma cannon. That's D6 shots for a whopping one shot. Hitting on a 4 because he moved, but he is re-rolling anything but a 3. So the plasma hits, and it's -4, so no save.
You get to reroll everything, by the way. I'm not minus or anything.
I hit with the 1 shot that I got.
Okay.
So it's -4 damage, so you're just down 1. Then we have 6 shots from his normal onslaught cannon. Those are hitting on 4s, rerolling everything but 3s. So we can reroll those. Still only 2 hits though. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound at -1.
Goes down to 4.
And then he's got the frag storm launchers, which are shorter range. I'm pretty sure we're out of range there, so Hot Diggity Dog is done. Alright, next up, the repulsor is going to go. Basically, 4 las cannons are going to be firing into that Devilfish. Everything else that's in range is going to be going at those stealth suits up there, up top. So, but let's go to the heavy guns. 4 las cannons hitting on 3s. And it looks like we got 2 hits so far, and 1 miss. No, 2 misses. But the captain can let me reroll those. So we got 1 more hit out of that. Wounding your Devilfish on 3s. Rerolling that 1 for the LT. So that's 2 wounds at -3, so some 6s.
6s. Nope.
Alright, 2d6 damage. We got 7. Then we have the onslaught cannon on the roof of the turret firing at these stealth guys. -1 to hit them?
Yep.
Alright, so 4s. I can't reroll 3s, but I can reroll all those 1s and 2s. So we got 4 hits. Wounding you on, their toughness 4, right?
Yep.
So wounding you on 3s. And I can't reroll those 2s. So it's 2 wounds at -1.
4 up save.
Oh!
Or 3 up save, actually, but we're good.
Oh yeah, you get a improved save for being up there. And then 4 storm bolter shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling that 2. Wounding on 4s. Rerolling those 1s for the lieutenant. So we got 2 wounds at no minus.
2 up. 1 wound.
1 wound gets through. They each have 3 or 2?
2.
2. Alright, these guys are firing 5 bolt rifle shots into those chumps up there, hitting on 4s because they are stealthy. We got 3 hits, wounding on 4s. We got 2 wounds at -1, so you get a 3 up save.
1 dead.
Alright, recapping the Ultramarine turn. We killed the Ghost Keel, which is really rare. I don't think I've killed him on camera, ever. He's always,
really?
he doesn't do anything, but I don't think
He just has a really bad track record. Like, I think the damage he just did here was the most I've ever played with him ever.
So, and basically nerfing him, there was almost an even trade. I think I came out ahead, though, because I'm still alive. But that's
would say so.
That's a lot of points. All right, so on to Tau, turn 2.
Okay, so for the movement phase, our Yavara came back down right behind this giant rock to just make that thing move, basically. Our Fusion Commander came down, our Cold Star Commander came down, the Fusion Commander brought 2 drones with him. We moved up on this side. He didn't advance, this Devilfish did. Just kind of shoving him down your throat before he explodes. And these 2 drones, I'm just proxying them for the drones that were in here, because he's kind of going on a suicide run, so we threw him up there.
Yeah, they're just regular gun drones.
Yep. And 4 of these drones advanced and are moving over to help the stealth suits out.
Gotcha. And you kind of rearranged over there?
Yeah, just a little bit to kind of rearrange 9 inches, so waiting for your other guys to sneak in.
Yeah, my Reavers have to come in next turn, so. All right, so on to Tau Psychic. Just kidding. Tau Shooter.
Alright, so these 2 drones are shooting into this squad, and the marker light is going into the Dreadnought.
Okay.
So these 2 needing 5s.
Okay.
They get 8 shots.
And they're shooting at the intercessors, right?
These guys, because they're
Yeah,
closer.
yeah. Okay.
And we get 3 hits.
Okay.
And wounding you on 4s.
Okay.
1 wound. Kill that last guy.
No minus. Ha! He likes it. And then a marker light at Hot Diggity Dog?
Yep, just 1 shot, needing a 5.
All right. Now, is it a 6 because he's not the closest? Or does the
no.
marker light ignore that?
Marker light ignores that.
Okay. All right. Either way, it doesn't matter. I missed.
Okay, so these 2 drones right here, the marker light's going into the Dreadnought, and this drone, same target over here.
Okay.
So the drone first, 4 shots, needing 5s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Nothing.
Okay.
And then marker light.
You want this?
No.
No. Want to spend a command point?
No.
Okay. Duh.
Alright, the Devilfish is shooting 4 shots into these intercessors. 3 hits. And wounding on 4s. 3 wounds.
All right. Let's see some 3-ups. Oh, 1 intercessor dies.
Alright, and then we'll just continue it on over here. So these 2 stealth suits are shooting. They get 8 shots, same exact weapon, at these guys.
Okay.
4 hits.
Perfectly average.
2 wounds.
Again, perfectly average. 2 3-ups.
Below average.
Yay!
Dang it. Alright, and then these 2 guys that jumped over,
Okay.
they get 8 shots hitting on 4s. I guess I could have.
Aren't they drones? Or oh no, because these guys have drone controllers.
Yes.
Okay. So you got 4 hits.
2 wounds.
All right. Let's see 2 3-ups. Oh, one guy takes a wound.
Alright, so for the Y-Tide here, I'm going to use his Nova Reactor ability that gives him a 3-up invul this turn. So he loses another wound, or does he on a 6? Hey, he stops it. Okay. Alright, so the Yavara, only one of his guns is in range. It's the Ionic Discharge Cannon, and we're only shooting the standard profile.
And you're going to Hot Diggity Dog?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we get 3 shots. I have target lock, so we ignore the heavy. And I have ATS, so it's a -4 if I do actually hit you.
Alright, so 4 is to hit normally.
Yep.
Okay. So you got 1 hit.
1 hit.
You want to command point any of those?
No.
Okay.
And it's only 1 damage each.
Toughness 8 because of Might of Hero, so 4 to wound.
Yep. And I rolled a 6, so it's an automatic mortal wound.
Alright, so he gets a mortal wound and it's -4.
Yeah.
So he takes another wound, so he's taking 2 damage total. So he's down to 11.
Okay, my commander's gonna go next. He has 4 fusion guns this time.
Okay.
So 4 shots hitting on 2s.
Alright. Let's see some 1s.
All hit. Oh, thank
Okay.
goodness. Alright, wounding you on 4s because of your thing.
Because of Might of Heroes.
Yes. Only the 1 wound.
Command point? Or
Yes.
save it for number of damage.
No, I want a command point.
Okay.
And we get it.
Okay.
And do I get that command point back on a 6 because he has the pure tide neuro chip something?
Okay.
No.
Alright, so 2 wounds, -3, -4?
-4.
Okay, so I can't stop it.
So 2d6.
2d6.
Here
You
we
could
go.
get it on 11.
11? Oh, I got it. Ah, that was terrible.
And since you spend a command point, you can't change that. So he goes from 11 to an 8.
Okay, this commander is going to shoot everything into these guys. So we'll start first.
Not my Inceptors.
We'll actually start first with our missiles. So 2 shots,
Okay.
2 hits, strength 7, so winning on 3s. 1 wound,
Okay, minus.
-2. And then D3 damage.
Okay. So that kills 1.
1 is dead.
Yeah.
And then I have 8 shots with the high output burst cannon.
Okay.
2s. Missing 2.
Okay, got 6 hits.
Strength 5, your toughness 5, right?
I am toughness 5.
So 4s. Alright, and this is a -1.
Okay, so we need some 4-ups here. 3 go through. How much damage are they each?
Just 1.
Okay, so that's enough to kill 1 and put the sergeant on 1 wound. That's it for shooting, so are you assaulting?
Yes, we are going to assault. So this devilfish is going to try to assault these Marines.
Alright, those Marines. Well, I guess those Marines will shoot back at you. That's going to be 8 shots. Looking for 6s. And we don't get it. Alright.
And I think I need an 8 or a 9. We'll check if it's close. Oh, he definitely
11
makes
will
it.
get you in. Any other charges?
How many attacks do these guys have each?
2.
Okay, so I get D3 attacks because I'm at 5 wounds remaining, so I get 3.
Alright.
And then I am hitting you on
6s, I'm sure.
6s, yeah. Nothing.
Alright, and then my Marines will pile back. They get this many attacks, hitting you on 3s, wounding you on 5s. Looks like we got 2 wounds.
3 up save.
And
1 damage.
1 damage goes through. Alright, so that's it for the Tau turn. Pretty productive. He killed a couple of Inceptors. He damaged Hot Diggity Dog. He managed to get my intercessors in close combat. You accomplish anything else?
I would actually argue I don't think it was very productive.
Okay.
I didn't degrade him at all. I killed those 2. That was okay.
Yeah, those guys are
But
scary.
I dropped like 700 points and kind of whiffed with all of it.
Yeah, it all depends on what we're able to do in reply. On to on to Ultramarine turn 3. Okay, recapping Ultramarine movement for turn 3. Those guys are staying put. Everyone kind of sidled over with my captain, lieutenant, librarian all in the center there to give all of these guys some sweet reroll action. Those guys moved up. The plasma guy is bravely moving over there. And then my reavers dropped in up there, so we're going to see what they can do. So on to Psychic Phase for Ultramarines. First up, we're going to cast Might of Heroes on Hot Diggity Dog. And we get it with a 9. So once again, he is a mighty hero. Then we are going to cast Smite on the Devilfish. And we don't get it with the 3. Alright, first up, this group of 5 intercessors is going to be firing into the 3 drones out there in front of all those characters, hitting them on 3s. Wounding them on 4s. Just 2 wounds at -1.
5 up save. 1 dies.
1 is dead. Next up, Reavers. 5 bolt pistols into the same guys, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound at -1.
1 dead.
Another one goes. Alright, next, the repulsor is going to fire into the Y Tide. We're going to start with last cannons, but he's going to dump everything. He's toughness 7?
Yep.
Okay, he's going to dump everything into him. Even though he's got the overcharge and the 3-up invuln, I need to take him out. He can't fire that crazy flamethrower weapon at me, or else I'm dead.
Please?
So he may very well, but we'll see. All right, so I'm hitting him on 3s. These are the 4 last cannons. So we're off to a good start. We got 4 hits. And we're wounding you on 3s. Rerolling 1 for the lieutenant. So we got 2 2s. Ugh, off to a bad start. And another 2. All right, so you got a 3-up invuln against that 1 last cannon.
Got it.
Got it. Next up, we have 6 shots from the from the onslaught cannon, hitting on 3s. Those are all hits again. Wounding on 5s. Rerolling the 1 for the lieutenant. So that's 3 wounds at -1.
3 up and roll.
I got
2
2
damage.
through.
6s. No. Alright, so he doesn't actually have stimulant injectors, but I failed it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. Next up, rapid firing storm bolters, hitting on 3s. Rerolling a couple of misses there. So we've got 7 hits. Wounding on 5s. Rerolling the 1. So we got 4. We're going to nickel and dime you to death here. We got 4 at no minus.
Alright, so 2 up save. Okay.
Ah. It's going to be 2d6 frag storm launchers. So it's going to be 3 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling those misses, wounding on 5s, re-rolling that 1. So that's 2 2-up saves.
There's no minus?
Nope.
Good.
Next up, 2 crack storm shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling that 2. 2 hits. Strength 6, so still only wounding you on 5s. Nothing. Then we have Icarus Rocket Pod, D3 shots, hitting 3 shots, hitting on 3s, 3 hits. It is strength 7, so 4s to wound. I can reroll that, nothing. And then the autocannon, which is 3 shots. Can reroll that 2. Wounding on 5s. So that is 1 wound at normal save.
Good.
Next up, my Inceptor Sergeant is going to be firing into the Yavara. He's going to overcharge. 2d3 shots. That's going to be 4 shots. Hitting you on 3s. Oh, and I'm going to do my Scions of Gilliman on him. Do I get that card back on a 5-up? Yes, I do. So I can reroll these. Whoa.
Isn't it reroll the ones?
Reroll ones, but I got all hits. And since it's overcharge of strength 8, so I'm wounding on 3s. And do I spend a command point? No. So 2 wounds. So you get your 3-up invuln against those.
Where's this coming from again?
The Inceptor.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Right.
There are 2 wounds each?
Yes.
Okay. Then I think I'm just going to take out drones. Oh wait, you haven't shot this guy, have you?
Nope.
Okay. Then we will leave then, actually. So 2 3-ups.
Okay.
Good.
Next up, Buster is going to be firing into the Y Tide. I'm going to need to hit on 5s. Now, fortunately, I did make sure my lieutenant and captain were in range, so we can re-roll. That was a 4. I accidentally moved it. Yeah. All right, so let's see if I can convert any more hits. Yeah, we got 4 more.
With that ability, it's just like he's normal again.
Almost. And then wounding you on 5s, re-rolling 1s for the lieutenant. So no. Oh yeah, there's 1. Nope. So we got 5 wounds at -1. So take you to your 3-up.
One wound.
Next up, 4 Stormbolter shots. We got 2 hits so far. Rerolling those. 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound. Reroll that 1. Still just 1 wound at your 2-up save.
Okay.
Good. And then D3 Icarus rocket pod shots. Just 1. Hitting on a 5. Wounding on a 4. Nope. Next up, Hot Diggity Dog is going to fire. He's going to overcharge his plasma and fire everything at the Yavara. So he gets D6 shots with the plasma. 3 shots. Hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That's the first time I've wounded you on 3s with that thing. That's 3 wounds at -4, so you're 3-up invuln. Each one of these is 2 damage.
I'm going to take away all the drones.
So 3 drones die. Then next he has 2d6 frag storm launchers. That's going to be 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. No 1s to reroll, but we do get 4 hits, so that's not bad. 4 2-ups.
Takes 1 more damage.
Okay. And then he's got his Icarus rocket pod, D3 shots. Looking at 3 shots there, hitting on 3s. Can reroll those 2 misses because of the captain. Whoa. Wound you on 4s is strength 7. Reroll the 1 for the lieutenant. So that's your 3-up.
That's -1?
-2. But
Oh, nice. So 1 more wound?
no, it's D3 for the Icarus rocket pod.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to reroll that for a command point.
Oh, command point reroll. Alright, so you're down to... Do you get that one back?
3... No.
So you're down to 3?
Yeah.
Alright, so D3, I could use a good one. I'm going to spend a command point. Let's change that to a... Same thing. Do I get my command point back? Yes, I do. Alright, I got 5 intercessors in there with the heavy bolt rifles. So that's a heavy weapon, only 1 shot each. So they're hitting on 4s because they moved. They're firing into the Yavara. And I think that one is well and truly cocked. So we've got we can reroll this 2 because of the captain. So we got all 5 of them hitting. Now we wound on 5s. So we got 1 wound at -2, so you're 3 up save. Oh!
Good.
Alright, so my lieutenant and captain are going to shoot their heavy bolt rifles at the Yavara as well. They have ballistic skill of 2+, so they're hitting on 3s. And looks like, is that 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Well, the lieutenant can let us reroll that one, but we still fail. Alright, first up, this unit of Inceptors is going to charge this guy.
Okay. My Yavara is gonna.
And he'll declare multi-charge against that guy.
Okay. So then all 3 of these guys are gonna go.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Yavara first.
Okay.
All right. So we'll just start off with the Yavara. So he gets 2d6 flamethrower shots into these guys. That is 8.
Yes, it is.
4, 6, 8. Wounding you on 4 3s because I'm strength 6. That is all wounding. This flamethrower is a minus, wait for it, 3 because of ATS on this guy.
-3.
Yep.
How many wounds?
Each one does 3 damage.
How many hits did you get?
I got 2, 4, 6, 8.
Alright, so I need a bunch of 6-ups.
Yes.
They're all dead. Now, he cannot fire anymore in defensive fire then.
Correct.
Alright. Next up, this Inceptor is going to charge the Fusion Commander.
Okay. Our... Let's see. I think our other commander is going to help him out.
Okay.
So, 8 shots, 6s, no 6s, 2 rocket pods, nope. The fusion commander, 4 shots, come on, give me 1 6, yay, there it is, wounding on a 3, wounds him, -4, and he's dead.
Well, oh yeah, he only has 1 wound.
Next.
The Reavers are going to charge the Fusion Commander.
Okay. 4 shots. That one is actually cocked. So just 2. I'm needing your toughness 4, so 2's to wound. 2 wounds. So the first one. So 1's dead, because I have 2 wounds each.
Ugh. And then I need to see a 9.
Oh. Dang it.
Alright, next up, Hot Diggity Dog is going to charge the Fusion Commander. You ready for this?
And you gotta roll pretty high for this, but we'll check to see what...
And we get a 9. Alright, so we measured, we need an 11-inch charge, so we're going to use a command point to re-roll this. And...
It's a 1.
Ah! It's a 1. And do we get a command point back? No, we don't. So we're down to 2.
Alright, so the Devilfish had 4 shots, 6s, nothing.
Those Inceptors are going to charge the Devilfish. They might make it. Next up, my Librarian needs a 6-inch charge to get into that Devilfish, and he gets it with a 7. And then my Commander, he's probably going to need a 9-inch charge. He
I think he made it.
makes it in. And my Lieutenant can't get in. So I believe that is all of my charges. Oh, you know what? Let's charge with the Repulsor. He gets it with a 4. Alright, you think that Devilfish is going to survive?
I don't think so, but I hope he explodes.
That would be bad. Alright, so on to Assault Phase.
Okay, so Dad during this turn, he had 2 stratagems, and I just didn't get to roll for those. So 6s, and I get 1. And we get 1.
Okay, we're going to start with Hot Diggity Dog. He gets 4 attacks base plus 1 for Might of Heroes. And he's hitting on 3s. Ugh. But good thing the captain is there as a chapter master to let us reroll these. We still only convert 1. So we got 3 hits. We are wounding on, let's see, my strength is 1 better, so I think we're wounding on 2s. So we got
Isn't your strength like ×2?
It's ×2 plus 1 for the Might of Heroes.
Yeah.
And then the lieutenant lets us reroll that 1. So we got 3 wounds there at -3, Jake, so you get a 6-up save.
Oh, cool. 3 is it?
Yep.
Nothing.
And it's 3d6 damage.
I think I can.
And we got 12. So does he explode before you remove him?
On a 6. Nope, I'm gonna command point it.
Alright, so you're down to
3, because I
command
just stole
points.
1 from you. No, and do I get it back? I do!
Next up, the Reavers are going into that fusion commander, hitting on 3s. Ugh.
That's pretty average.
Wounding on 5s. So we got 2 wounds.
Okay, any minus?
No minus.
Okay, so just 3-up armor save. All good.
That's the end of all my chargers going, so these guys are going to pile in and try to do some damage here. We're hitting this devilfish on a 3. We're wounding it on a 5. So we got, I don't know what that is, oh, just 3. I can't kill him.
And 3-up save. All good.
Alright, then he gets to swing back.
Yes,
D3.
D3. 2, and then 6s. Nothing. Alright, so I'm just going to roll these guys together because they're identical. So I get 8 attacks hitting you on 3s. And I'm wounding you on 3s. So just 2 wounds.
Minus
Nope. Just punch in your face.
2 3-ups.
Haha!
Killed a Reaver. Ugh, I'm so disappointed with these guys. Alright, so recapping a rather abysmal Ultramarine turn, I managed to put some wounds on the Yavara, but not enough.
You did 7 wounds to him.
He's down to 7. And
Or 6 wounds.
I got rid of a bunch of drones here and blew up the transport, which is kind of a useless thing to blow up. But he's dead.
Hey, that's 124 points, man.
And so that's it. So we'll see. But Jake has all his scary units still alive right here. So he's probably going to punish me pretty hard going in Tau turn 3.
Okay, so for my recap, I declared, I forget which one it's called, but it's either Montka or Kalyan. It's the one that gets you to assault move, and it doesn't count as assault moving. So my commander did it, and then these other 2 suits did it right next to him. So basically we just kind of redeployed. I don't know if it'll matter a whole lot, but I'm closer to more of my guys now, which is always better. And I'm farther away from close combat of a Dreadnought, but he can still get over pretty easily.
Yep. Alright, so on to shooting.
Yep. Alright, we're going to shoot 1 marker light shot into the tank over there, needing a 4 because of these guys with drone controller, and we miss. Over here, same story, and all the guns are going to go into the infantry over there.
Okay.
Still miss.
Lots of shots into the intercessors here.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so we're doing 12 shots into these guys, needing 4s. Okay, and wounding on 4s.
3-up saves.
All good. Okay, so all of my fusions going into this tank.
Okay.
Unfortunately, we didn't get that marker light hit. I went back and forth on re-rolling it on a 4-up to just get that 1 hit, but ultimately decided not to. So here we go, 2 ups. And there's 2 ones. Awesome. I'm gonna reroll 1. So 3 hits.
Okay.
Wounding you on
4s.
4s. So there's 2.
2 wounds.
Yep.
All right. Minus.
Let's see if I get a 6 to get that command point back, and I do not. So -4.
All right, so I can't stop it.
So for the first one, because I'm within half range now, so I'm going to roll 2d6 for each hit.
Okay.
So the first one, I will pick a 5. And for the second one, the 4. So 9 damage.
All right, so that leaves him on 7.
Okay, so the Yavara is overcharging its weapons. So this is definitely the last hurrah for him. He goes down to 6. That isn't on this die. There we go. All right, so 3 D3 shots from this big gun here.
Okay.
So 2, 4, 5.
5 shots.
All right, these only are hitting on 5s because I actually just degraded myself.
Yay.
But it's still worth it. Especially if you get that. So 3 hits.
Okay.
This is strength 10, so wounding on 3s. And 6s do an additional mortal wound, I think. Alright, so I rolled 2 6s for damage, which is actually one of the best things I could do. So each one is doing 3 damage, and then my weapons, because of the ATS, are -4, so you can't stop that. So that's 6 damage automatically, and then for every 6 I roll, it is D3 damage each, so he is automatically destroyed.
All right, let's see if he explodes.
D3 mortal wound, sorry.
3. He does not explode.
But unfortunately, that is my flamer wasted.
Okay.
Alright, so my missile pods are going to go into the dreadnought way back there that's injured. And then my burst cannon is going to go into this group of 5 Marines here.
Okay.
Here we go. Burst cannon, 1 miss, and then wounding on 3s, because I'm strength 5. 5 wounds.
Minus.
-1.
All right. So looking for 4 ups. Looks like you killed 1.5. Bleh.
Alright, 2 missile pod shots into the dreadnought. 1 hit, and wounding on your toughness 8?
Toughness 7.
7. Okay, so 4 is to wound. Nope, no wounds. Alright, so these 2 guys are going to go into these Marines.
Okay.
So 8 shots. Needing 4s. And wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
All right. Let's see some 3 ups. Oh, that's enough to kill this guy. Bleh.
4 shots into this guy, or that group.
Okay.
3 hits, and wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
2 3 ups are good.
Nice. And the Yavar is going to charge. And he does, with a 6. Alright, these stealth suits are going to charge these Primaris Marines. They failed. These drones are going to charge the Primaris Marines.
I think they're out of 12.
I'm sure they're within 12. They failed. And that's it, I'm done.
All right, so recap your turn, Jake.
We blew up the big tank.
Yeah.
And we're going to punch these guys in the face.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we're not done yet. All right, go ahead and punch.
I don't know how. 3 attacks hitting you on 5s. 2 punches. Wounding you on 3s. 2 wounds. Make
Minus.
2 saves.
Normal save?
Yes. I'm just punching you with my gun.
Oh, you wounded 1 guy.
Which hurt that 1 guy.
All right, but they're going to punch back. So that's going to give me 7 swings back. Hitting you on 3s. Ugh. Wounding you on 5s. 2 wounds.
2 pluses. Good.
Okay. All right, for the Ultramarine turn 4 movement, my Reavers move back. They're going to hold that objective over there until his little spacesuit comes over and murders everybody. Buster's going to stay put, get some long-range fire into the Yavara. These guys all moved up. We're hoping to survive some defensive fire and get into get into assault with these guys. Maybe we could crush one or both of them would be awesome. These guys pulled back so they can shoot using the Ultramarine special ability onto Psychic. We'll just go straight to Psychic. We're going to cast Might of Heroes on Hot Diggity Dog. And we fail.
Woo!
Do we want to spend a command point?
What's that do? Give him +1 toughness and what else?
+1 attacks, toughness, and strength.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to spend the command point. And we get it. Do we get the command point back? No, we don't. So we're down to, it's either 1 or 2. Then we're going to smite the fusion commanders the closest to my librarian. Let's see, an 11, an 8. So that's D3 mortal wounds onto your fusion commander. That's 2 mortal wounds. Alright, next up, Hot Diggity Dog is going to be firing into the closest unit, which is that fusion commander. So first we'll go with the plasma, D6 shots. And we are going to overcharge. I know you only have 4 wounds, but I need him to be dead.
Where are all the other guns going?
Everything is going in here.
Okay.
I need him to be dead. Oh, we got 5 shots.
I think you did it, just with that.
Probably, but let's see. So 5 shots. Good thing the captain is there to reroll those upgraded to a chapter master. But I still hurt myself, and I still miss. So I got 2 hits, wounding you on
I think that's still gonna kill me.
3s.
Yep.
So it's 2 wounds at -4, 2 damage each.
And he's dead.
So he's dead, and then I'll check to see how much damage I just did to myself. So the 2 1s result in 2 mortal wounds to Hot Diggity Dog. So he is down to 5, and he's into his first damage step. Next up, Buster over here is going to be firing at the Yavara battlesuit, hitting on 5s because he is super degraded. So we've got 3 amazing hits. And wounding on 5s. I got 1 hit at -1.
Okay, so 3 up armor. And we're good.
Alright, next up I have 4 intercessors left alive. They have heavy bolt rifles firing into, I guess, this guy. So hitting on 4s, re-rolling for the chapter master, which fails me, wounding on 5s. And we can re-roll that 1 for the lieutenant. So that is 2 wounds at -2.
Okay, so 4 up either way. So 1 wound.
It's down to 5. Over here we have 6 bolt rifle shots. We're going to fire into those drones right there.
No!
Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s. That is 3 hits at -1.
I got this. No, both dive.
The lieutenant and captain are going to be firing their heavy bolt rifles at this jerk, hitting on 3s instead of 2s.
Is it because they're heavy?
Yep. And then wounding on 5s. Get to reroll that 1 for the lieutenant. The librarian is firing his bolt pistol at this guy. He hits. Let's see, a 5. No. But the devilfish lives another day. So that is it for shooting. Let's go into the charge phase. Alright, my captain is going to declare a charge there.
Okay, so I'm going to defensive fire with the, what's his face? The commander.
Alright.
So 4 shots.
So he is not assisting?
No, because they can only do it once, and I want to make sure I save it for your big dreadnought guy.
Okay.
So here we go. 6s. So just the 1. Wounding your toughness 5, I assume?
Toughness 4.
Oh, 4. So that's 1 wound, -1.
Okay, I'm 1 wound down.
And then 2 missiles. Nope.
Alright, charge distance. 8 inches will get me in.
Okay, so the Yavara can't overwatch for Hot Diggity Dog. So we are just going to do his overwatch into this guy.
Okay.
So we'll just do the flamethrower. I think that has the best chance of killing him. So that is, these are all
7.
D6, yeah. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So even on a bad roll, I actually think that will do it. 3s to wound you. Alright, and these are -3.
Alright, so I have a 4-up Iron Halo. So 2 get through.
So that's 6 damage.
I think that's... Maybe I'll spend one of my last command points. Come on. Haha! That's 3 damage.
So 3 damage. And then
Right, so I believe he's down to 2.
Okay, and then the discharge cannon, so it's 3 D3 shots.
Ugh.
So
So
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, and we actually need to hit with these ones, so this one's a little harder. So we got 2 hits, which is great.
Minus?
Strength 10. I gotta wound you.
You're going to wound me.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're wounding me on
2s.
2s.
You have an Iron Halo.
I do have an Iron
We're
Halo.
gonna reroll.
Okay.
Command point, I'm down to 2. And, oh, I can't get it back because the guy who had the Pure Tide Ingram nano chip is dead.
Alright, so you got 2
Yep,
wounds
so-
through. How many do they do each?
D6.
Alright. So I need 2 4-ups with my Iron Halo. I am sorry, Jake. Ah!
He takes D6 damage.
Okay, give me a 1.
6. I think he's dead.
He is dead. Next up, my lieutenant is charging your Cold Star commander.
Okay. Oh yeah, because I shot the guy off, so I get to shoot.
Yep.
So 8 shots with the main gun, the high output burst cannon. That was only 6s. I was thinking 2s. And
No.
5s, no. Missile pods, 1 hit, and strength, or your toughness 7 right now?
No, the lieutenant's going. Toughness.
Oh, lieutenant
Yep.
is. Oh, okay, my bad. So it wounds him on a 3, and it does D3 damage.
Do I not get a save against it?
Yes, you do get a save.
okay.
Sorry, it's -2.
5-up save.
You're
I'm
fine.
good. Alright, do I get in? No, I don't. Not with a 5. Next up, Hot Diggity Dog is going to charge.
Here, make me roll this poor guy so many times.
And you know what? He's going to declare, oh, if I multi-charge him, will he get... No, he can't shoot at all.
Correct, yeah, because he moved.
And I'm gonna multi-charge.
Okay.
Okay, that's how confident I am.
Okay. 8 shots.
Okay.
Nothing. And then the missiles. No, it's getting worse.
All right, here we go. 6. I think that's enough to get me to the Cold Star Commander, but not the Yavara.
Yeah, definitely not him.
All right, next up, the Librarian is going to attempt a charge. No defensive fire, and a 10 is going to get him in as well.
Dang.
And then the Intercessors are going to go. No, they won't go. All right, so just 4 attacks, no Might of Heroes. So we got 3 hits.
That's enough.
And the Might of Heroes, or sorry, the stratagem I played doesn't let me reroll that. And then we are wounding you on sweet, sweet 2s. And my lieutenant is within reach if I roll a 1. Which I do.
Is he within range?
Yeah, it's right here. So that is -3. So you've got a 6-up save, right?
I got a 4-up invuln.
4-up invuln. So let's see a 4-up invuln.
I failed. I'm going to reroll 1 with a command point.
So you failed 2, rerolling 1.
No, so I take 2.
2d6. I need... How many wounds does he have?
6, yeah.
I need a 6 on 2d6. And we get 6. Does he have any kind of invuln?
He just used his...
I mean, like feel no pain or anything?
No.
Then he's squished. Alright, I'm going to play a stratagem, Wisdom of the Ancients, on my Dreadnought. which basically turns him into a captain for a turn. It's 1 command point, which is my last command point. Do I get to keep my command point? No, I'm out of command points. And I played a stratagem, so do you get a command point?
No, you murdered that guy.
I murdered that guy. Finally, finally. All right, my Dreadnought. We'll go with him. Hot Diggity Dog has Might of Heroes on him, so he's getting 5 attacks. But instead of hitting
I thought you failed the Might of Heroes.
Did I?
Yes.
I thought I rerolled.
You failed the Might.
I lost my commander
That was pretty funny.
because that thing has ridiculous, stupid Forge World rules. That was pretty terrifying. But I did squish your Cold Star commander with the Fist of Hot Diggity Dog, basically crushing your little fish head in his Power Fist.
Yeah, I rolled pretty badly on those indults.
And then so it's getting down to pretty interesting. You've got he's degraded, but you have that flamethrower that doesn't really care about being degraded. So Hot Diggity Dog is probably not going to survive. And then it's drones versus other things, so we'll see what happens. All right, so that's going to be on to Tau, turn 4.
Alright, so recap of my movement. I've just moved my Yavara back and put all drones around him to try to save him if I can. And that's about it. Alright, the Devilfish is going to shoot 4 shots into this squad.
Okay.
2 hits and 3s to wound. 1 wound.
I'm good.
Okay, so from my Yavara, we're going to actually shoot the Flamethrower into the Dreadnought and the big anti-tank gun into the guy, just because I worked it out and the odds are slightly better this way.
Are you closer to the library?
Oh yeah, you're right. So everything's going into him. Why were you making me make that choice forever when that was the... Alright, everything into him. So
right.
Flamethrower.
I like this flamethrower.
8.
8 shots.
Alright, 5 to wound you.
Ah!
Alright, that definitely did it. Alright, so that's -3 to your save.
All right, I need some 6s here.
Yes. And you're dead. 3 damage each.
All right. That's enough to kill him. Does he explode? No. Hot Diggity Dog. No.
Okay, so these 4 drones are up first. This marker light's going to go into him, needing a 4. Hey, the first marker light hit. Okay, and then these 3 drones right here, so it's going to be 4, 8, 12 shots. Needing 4s, rerolling 1s. Rerolling the 1. Okay, and wounding on 3s. All wounds.
All right, let's see some 3-ups. Okay, he takes 2 wounds. He's down to 3 wounds.
Okay, and we're just gonna do the stealth suits. They're also strength 5. Same guns. Reroll the 1s. 3 1s. It's 2 more. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
He's
All good. Okay, and then we're going to go into this unit of drones in the back. We're just going to ignore the marker light because we're all just going into this guy, so it won't matter at all. So that's 4, 8, 12 more shots. They're within range of drone controllers. So this is skill 4+. Rerolling the 1, 2, 3s to wound.
3 wounds.
3 wounds.
All right, here we go. 3-ups. We're good.
All good. All right, and then these 2 drones in the back. So they're 4, 8. 4s. That was terrible. Wow, look at the 2s. 3 hits, wounding. Just 1 wound.
3-up. Good.
Good. All right, and then these 3 stealth suits are in range. They're 4, 8, 12. That was terrible. Reroll the ones.
You got one more one in there.
One more one. Okay, so
that
3 hits. 4 hits.
Alright. Wounding on 3s.
1 wound.
I think that was 2 wounds. Good.
Yeah.
Alright, is that it for shooting?
Yep, that's everybody.
Assault?
Nope.
Alright, so on to Ultramarine, turn 5.
And I totally forgot one thing, sorry about that. So I'm going to charge these 2 units with the Devilfish.
Alright, that's all 1 unit, and then the lieutenant's there. So
these 2 units.
okay. Alright, so we get 8 bolt rifle shots. Looking for 6. 2 6s. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound at -1.
Damage.
Alright, and then Jake, make your swings.
Okay.
You're down to 3, so I think you're just 1 attack.
Yeah, it's 1 attack, needing 6. Nope.
Okay, and then we pile in. We get 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Hitting you on 3s. Wounding you on 5s. And the lieutenant's nearby to re-roll these 1s. So there you go, 4 wounds. If you fail 3 of these, you are dead.
All good.
Ah. Okay, so movement is completed. These guys backed out of combat. My librarian is charging the entire Tau army on his own. These guys sidled up to make a play for that objective. And the Reavers, I mentioned those guys are cowering. The Inceptors pulled away from this Devilfish. Alright, so here we go into Psychic Phase. We'll just go ahead and go into Psychic Phase. Alright, first up I'm going to do Fury of the Ancients. It's Warp Charge 7. So I get it off with an 8. And basically what I do is I roll 3d6. I select a visible enemy model within 11 inches, and any unit within an imaginary straight line between that unit and my librarian will receive 1 mortal wound. Alright, so we managed to get 1 of the drones and put a mortal wound on the Yavara. Next up we're just going to cast Smite. So we're doing Smite on this unit of 3 drones, and we get an 11. That's d6 mortal wounds. Ah, just 1.
Take up the marker light.
Alright, we have 4 bolt rifle shots. We're going to go into this unit of 2 drones right there. Hitting on 4s because I fell out of combat. And I completely miss. Next up, my lieutenant's going to fire his bolt rifle. Normally hitting on 2s, he's going to go to a 3. Oh no, he didn't fall out of combat, so he's just hitting on a 2. And he misses. And then these guys are going to rapid fire that unit of drones. So that's going to be 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. Get 2 hits. Whew. And it's 2 wounds on those drones.
Okay. -1, right?
-1.
2 dead.
Alright, next up, my lieutenant is going to charge that Devilfish. You want to shoot?
1. Wounded.
He's good. Charge distance, 4 inches is enough.
He did it.
Alright, he gets 4 attacks, hitting on 2s, wounding on 5s, 1 wound at no minus.
No minus with the power sword?
He doesn't have power sword.
Oh.
He has the Stalker bolt rifle, so he's good. Alright, then you get your 1 swing back.
Darn right. Nope.
Alright. And that is my very sad Ultramarine turn. So on to Tau, turn 5. Recapping Tau movement.
Okay, so recap. We moved the Yavara up. These guys are currently doing a line breaker right now, so that was kind of the idea behind it. All these guys are staying back and holding the objectives. Basically, our score is really close. It's like in between. Someone's going to win by 1 point, so it's really close, which is exciting.
All right, so on to let's go straight into your shooting phase.
Okay, so these guys assault moved, and they're going to shoot over here.
Okay.
So 8 shots, needing 5s. Two. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
See that 3 up? He's good.
Alright, this drone is going to shoot 4 shots. We're going to go ahead and shoot it at the librarian.
Okay. Is he closer than these guys?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
And he now has better accuracy than the suits do.
Well, he advanced, right?
No, he didn't. He was close enough, yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, so 3 hits then.
And 3 wounds.
All right. Oh, you killed one guy.
Alright, so my stealth suits, the 3 of them are going into this librarian.
Gonna try to assassinate the librarian. Come on.
Gonna try. There it is.
That's awkward.
Only I was a Marine. Wounding on 3s. Hey, all wounded.
Yeah.
Please fail 3.
All right. Yep. There
Oh
we go.
man, got him.
He's dead. Ugh.
Okay, so we have a marker light in here. He's going to light up these guys, which he does. Oh wait, no he doesn't. Sorry, they're hitting on 5s because no stealth suits are next to them.
They're hitting on 6s. They advanced.
And they're hitting on 6s. And 6s. 1. And it's a wound.
And it's on these guys?
Yep.
All right. He's good.
Alright, from the Devilfish, 4 shots into these guys. 2 hits, and wounding on 2 wounds.
3 ups. Oh, I take a wound.
Oh, you know what? I was actually wrong, because he's damaged and his ballistic skill does go down, so he's hitting on 5s right now.
Yep. So no damage?
Yeah, there was no hits.
Okay.
Yeah, because I rolled 2 4s, I'm pretty sure. Alright, the Yavara is going to flamethrower this guy and shoot the main gun into these guys.
All right.
So 2d6 for the flamethrower, because we're not overcharging or doing anything special. So 6, 2, 4, 6. Wounding on 3s, because I'm strength 6. That is 4 wounds.
Minus?
Minus 3.
All right, so let's see some 6s.
And he's barbecued.
How much damage each one?
3 each.
Ah, well, he does not have 12 wounds, so I think he's dead.
Alright, and then for the main gun... Alright, so for the main gun, it just gets 3 shots now. I am degraded, so hitting on 5s. 1 hit. It is strength. Wait for it, 8. So winning on a 2, it wounds, and is a minus 4.
Okay, so I can't stop that.
And it's just 1 wound,
Oh,
unfortunately.
okay, well, that's enough to kill one guy. All right, do you have any assaults to declare?
Assaults. Yes, we are going to assault with our Devilfish.
All right, so that's going to be 6 shots in defensive fire. And we miss.
And 2d6. 10, I think we made it. Alright, and then the Yavara is going to charge 2. Wait, no he's not. Never mind, I lied. 1 swing. Nope, missed.
All right, these guys pile in. We got 3 plus 2 plus 2 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. So we got 3 wounds. We got enough to kill you if you fail all these.
3 up save. Oh, I'm going to spend 1 command point because I have 2 left.
Okay.
So I have 1 wound, or 2 wounds remaining.
All right, so that's the end of turn 5. Jake killed my librarian, my lieutenant, a couple of Marines, but I still have a few boys in blue left. So let's see if the game continues on a 3-up. It continues. And it continues. Alright, shooting phase. I don't have any psychic left. We got 6 bolt rifle shots into those drones there. Hitting you on 4s because I fell out of assault. Ugh. Just 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. That's 1 wound.
-1.
-1.
1 dead. I get rid of the marker light.
And over here, these 2 guys are firing into the drones as well, hitting on 3s. It's a little bit better. They hit 3 times. And wounding on 4s. 2 wounds at -1.
1's dead.
Alright, next up, Buster, the lone dreadnought, is firing his weapons. Everything that's in range of the Yuvara, which is onslaught, heavy onslaught, will be going there. Everything else is going to go into that closer devilfish. So we're going to see if we can get a 2-for. I predict we're going to kill both of these, Jake.
Okay.
I am hitting on 5s, however. So here we go with the onslaught cannon onto the Yuvara. Alright, that's
good.
not bad. Looks like we got 8 hits, not bad. Wounding on 5s.
What's your
Wounding
turn?
on 5s, 5.
Okay.
Whoa. Yeah, we only got 3 wounds at -1.
Okay, I'm going to take 2 of them on the drones. And then a 3-up save for the Yuvara. I'm going to...
Spend your last command point.
Do you have anything that does D multiple damage with him?
Not that can reach him. No.
Okay. Then I'll re-roll it. Why not?
Okay.
He's good.
Okay.
So I'm out of command points.
Alright, and then we have 4 Stormbolter shots going into this guy. Hitting on 5s, that's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s, no wounds. We have 2 Frag Storm, oh sorry, not Frag Storm, 1 D3 Icarus Rocket Pod. So it's going to be 2 shots, hitting on 5s, and misses as well. So that is it for Hot Diggity Dog. So let's go into the assault phase. These guys fell back, so they can't assault. These guys, your flamethrower is just going to barbecue them.
Yep.
But
There's no rational way to... I would not assault that.
yeah, they won't assault. All right. So on to Tau, turn 6.
Alright, so recapping the movement real quick, I've moved my Yuvara in such a way that the Dreadnought can't actually see me unless he moves, which then he's going to a 6 to hit. So that's why I've moved him like that and positioned him kind of funny, just so he can't be seen at all. Our Devilfish moved up because I don't really know what to do with him anymore.
I like this perfectly shaped Yuvara hiding rock.
If you go sideways. Alright, and these guys kind of shuffled around. Those guys just stayed where they are so everyone can hold objectives.
All right.
So just straight on to shooting. I'm going to do flamethrower into these guys and big gun into these guys.
Okay.
So let's start with the big gun first.
Get an overcharge?
Nope.
Okay.
I like where my health is at. So 3 shots there, 2 hits. It's pretty solid. And wounding on a 2. 2 wounds.
Minus
4.
damage?
1.
Oh, okay, so that's enough to kill 1 guy.
Alright, and then the flamethrower into these Marines over here. We get 10 hits. I think I got him. 9, 10. Wounding on 3s. Alright, and roll 6s. You need at least a lot.
I need at least 5 6s
5
for 1 guy to survive. All right, here we go.
And they're all dead. Okay, so I just threw the drone in here because it's identical. So all shooting at this Primaris Marine. Okay, that was not very good. Just gonna take the hits and wounds. 4 wounds.
4 3-ups.
Oh, we got him.
All right, that's the end of turn 6, Jake. Roll a die on a 5+. The game continues.
Oh,
It is over.
It is over.
All right, that's a good game. Thank
Good game,
you.
sir.
All right, we're going to set up for a post-game show and be back. But just a quick glance of the battlefield with my crippled dreadnought, my 3 reavers doing what they do best, nothing.
They're holding an objective.
They're holding an objective. All right. All right, everybody, there you go. It was ended up to be 6 points to 5 points. The Tau continue their win streak
I don't know how.
and have come away with the victory. And you very nearly tabled me.
Yeah, I think it would honestly probably would have taken me like 3 or 4 more turns just to get around because my Yavara was so slow towards the end. But,
Yeah, my reavers could hide over there.
Yeah.
So, what did you think of the game?
It was interesting. It was really up and down. I like games that are exciting like that. It's really demoralizing when you're fighting someone else who's just re-rolling just about everything in that little castle that you had. But I think I got really lucky. I think it was a really smart choice to, first of all, make the Yavara fly in the first place. I've never used that ability, and I've actually never used the 3-up invuln ability either, because I've always just been pushing the guns, because he's been in the heat of it. But I think that 3-up invuln is really what saved me, and you barely didn't cripple me, which I thought was kind of a big deal. I mean, I crippled myself in my turn by overcharging my guns again, but I think that I played him really well, and I think that's kind of what came down to it.
Well, yeah, you did that, and you were very smart with blocking with your devilfish and things like that as well.
Yeah, that's basically why I took them, is just to block.
They make good blockers, and make the charges harder, or just get in the way, or prevent you from shooting at the commanders.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, is I like to throw both of those up and then put the fusion commander right behind them. So you have to get through like 24 wounds before you get to the commander, which is kind of the goal, I guess. But
Well, I think it turn 2 when I fired everything I had, pretty much everything I had at your Yavara, and only did 5 or 6 wounds to him. That was a huge turn. It looked really bad.
yeah, I honestly thought I was going to be left with like 2 or 3 wounds. Like I wanted to at least just shoot with them at full power. But yeah, I think that's definitely didn't help you there.
And then the next turn, though, I was able to swing back a little bit. I was able to kill both of your commanders.
Yeah, which is where I thought it was going to go, is right when you did that. I was like, oh, that's so much power. And I was like, as soon as he killed the Cold Star, I was like, oh, I can't win because he can't jump over to that last objective and snag it. But it ended up the game ended up going a lot longer, and I forgot about a few of the last minute points in the game too. So.
Yep. And I wanted to do a few things different, so I didn't stay in my castle necessarily, and I took some different units rather than the Hellblasters and Ancient.
Yeah, I was nice to see
fire support. So, and I don't know how those worked out. I mean, the Hellblasters, not the Hellblasters, the Inceptors with the pistols, they did some work. They killed the Ghost Keel.
Yeah, they did kill him. That's right.
So that was good.
I don't know. I think I like the other ones better though, but they did do a good job on the Ghost Keel. Now the Ghost Keel doesn't really have any defenses when you're that close at all. Like you're just hitting him normally, and
Once you shoot those,
he's got a
stealth
3-up
drones.
armor, yeah, with toughness 6.
But overall, I think my MVP would have to be Hot Diggity Dog.
Yeah, for sure, because he blew up a Devilfish, killed both commanders, and I'm sure he did some damage to the Yavara.
I don't think, no, I didn't kill both commanders.
Yeah, he did, because he shot one of them. You overcharged
Oh,
to
he
shoot
shot
one
one.
of them,
Oh, yeah.
and you did the exact amount of damage to kill one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Because you rolled really badly.
And then he punched the other one to death.
Exactly, yeah. I failed all my invulns there.
So that was good. It was sad to see him go. So, and your MVP obviously is
Yeah, definitely. Just
that
because
monstrosity.
he's really, that's why, it's really sad that, like, in tournaments you see that's why people playing with them so much is because they're really one of the only good units. It's like Commanders and Yavaras, and that's basically the backbone of Tau right now. But the Codex is coming soon, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, he's literally like a third of the army. So you gotta throw, I just basically throw my entire force at protecting him, like all my drones and stuff, and just get everything in front of him so he doesn't get assaulted, so he can last as long as possible.
Yeah, yeah. Well, so there you go, guys. That was a 1,500 point slow grow campaign. The Primaris Ultramarines versus the Tau. It was a Tau victory. They continue their streak and spreading the greater good across the galaxy as the forces of Imperium crumble before them, sadly. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. If you did, please go ahead and give us a like and subscribe. Let us know down in the comments below what you think about the battle. And again, remember, this is pre-Tau Codex, so the Tau are only getting better, we hope.
I sure hope so. I would like to use some different units.
Yeah, I want to see some Kroot.
I don't have any Kroot. But I have lots of Hammerheads, which are terrible right now.
Yeah, I bet the Hammerhead's good.
And lots of Crisis Suits and a Riptide, so you'll see some cool stuff soon.
So that'll be good. So there you go. And also, guys, check us out on Facebook at All Miniatures Great and Small. Please follow us over there. We try to give you some behind the scenes. Let us know, let you guys know what we're working on, what's coming up. As always, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate you subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.